Hi everyone and welcome again to my channel. Today we're gonna try a lot of new makeup. It's only the beginning of the year, but there has been so many new and exciting launches, and let's dive in and try everything new that I've got and see which worth the hype and which not, and let's go with it. For complexion, today I'm gonna use the new Milk Makeup Skin Tint. Here's how the packaging looks like. Honestly, this packaging really reminds me of Hourglass Skin Tint. I'm gonna use the shade 2. This skin tint is packed with hyaluronic acid. It's have a niacinamide squalene to help improve skin texture. It's a lightweight, buildable coverage with natural finish. It says that it's long-lasting, without creasing and fading, fragrance-free and suitable for sensitive skin. I'm really excited to try it to see how this is gonna last on my oily skin, how I'm gonna perform on my oily skin. I'm gonna apply first on my hand just to see the texture. Here's how the texture is looking like. See, it's not too liquidy and it's not too thick. It feels really hydrating. It feels like a gel texture. I'm just gonna apply this first with my fingers and just spread it. I'm really curious about this texture. It feels really weird. I don't think I ever feel anything like this before. Maybe it reminds me just a little bit of the Glossier. I think Glossier have this gel-like texture, but this definitely feels different than anything I have tried, like a skin tint, foundation, like complexion products in general. Because this product is a little bit thicky and tacky, if I can say that, it just have a little bit thicker consistency. I like to apply it with a denser brush or sponge if you prefer. Definitely feels stickier. I think you definitely need to set this with powder, otherwise probably your hair gonna stick on this skin tint. And shade 2, it's a perfect match for me. I really like the coverage. I'm usually not a big fan of the full coverage. I prefer medium, especially for everyday. I like the coverage. I'm just not 100% about the texture and how this is gonna last on my oily skin. It just feels really dewy and tacky on my skin. As first impression, I like this skin tint. I'm just not sure how this is gonna perform on my oily skin. It just looks so dewy, and I'm not sure if this will set down completely. I just want to see. Yeah, your hair definitely gonna stick for it. For this, if you don't want to stick for your face, it's better to set it with powder. As first impression, I'm honestly not sure how I feel about this skin tint. Probably when I apply all my makeup products, I will have some final thoughts and opinion. Let's see what else we have next. There's just been so many new products recently that I'm barely catching up, and we are just in the beginning of the year. The brand is just killing it. Next, what we have, Westman Atelier bronzing drops. This product is packed with skincare and is supposed to give this bronzy look on your face. Let's try them now. Liquid products is always good to shake before you use them. I'm gonna apply them first on my hand and I will pick them with a brush. This is how the bronzing drops looks like. I've got mine in shade 2, which is the second lightest shade. I usually will pick it with the brush, but just because I have already on my finger, I'm just gonna apply a few dots here. And let's see how this will blend. I am a huge fan of Westman Atelier, if I need to be honest. I know they are on the pricier side, but their products are first really good, like a quality. The packaging is stunning. You pay really for the packaging, most of it is. But if you want a luxurious packaging and luxurious product, you're paying the luxurious price. This took me no time to blend it at all. It's just... Okay, did you see? I applied this one and blend this one first, and this dried so quickly. My recommendation for these bronzing drops is to not let them sit on your skin for too long before you blend them, because they dry really quick. And you'll be with one big patch on your face if you don't blend them straight away. I'm gonna use some on my nose. I really like the shade. I think this shade is not too orange, it's not too warm, it's not too cool. It's exactly on the middle. It's a perfect neutral bronzing drop, which these days is really rare to find in the bronzing drops. Most of them are pretty warm on the face, but these ones are beautiful, much more natural shade. This is the bronzing drop applied on my skin. I definitely really like them. They look so natural. Like I said, the only thing, you need to apply them very quick, because when they dry and try to move them around, you see they start peeling off and patch around. I love them. I think this is a really great product from Westman Atelier. I didn't expect any less, if I need to be honest. Like I said, I love their product. They're just exceptionally good. And the packaging is so cute. I really like travel friendly packaging like this one. It's just so small, like fit in your hands, and it's feel luxurious, it's feel heavy, it's so nice. The formula is fantastic, blends so easy. As first impression, I do really like it. And so far the skin tint and the bronzing drops work perfectly together, if I can say that. Everything blends really nice. I don't have anything new as liquid blush. For this I'm just gonna apply my YSL. This one is in the shade 44. I love this liquid blush. I think it's phenomenal for YSL, and I really like this muted pink color. It's just so nice. I feel so weird at the moment when I look myself in the mirror. I usually don't use so much dewy products on my skin. For this, I'm not sure how this review is going on. So far, I like the Westman Atelier drops. I think they dry down really nice. Like, they don't stay wet and they literally dry down. But I'm still not sure for the skin tint. I'm gonna see this now. Next, what we have next? Next is the concealer, Wear Stay in Place concealer. This concealer claimed to have 24 hours wear, which is a lot. I don't think anyone will stay 24 hours with a concealer. Medium to full coverage with matte soft focus finish. Let's test it out. First, I really like how the doe foot applicators look like. I don't think I ever seen another concealer with this type of doe foot applicator. It looks like a leaf. It's really cute. Mine in the shade 1N. I'm starting here. It's and a little bit here. I have two spots here on my chin, and I really want to see how this is gonna cover my spots and my redness in this area. A little bit around my nose. I like to put a little concealer under my bronzer just to chisel the cheeks. I have a new brush actually, which I'm gonna use. This is from Morphe. It's M35. I'm gonna start from here. Blends easy. I can see the consistency is on the thicker side. It feels a bit like a mousse, the consistency. Okay, this is definitely a full coverage concealer. Just look at the coverage. This is amazing. I really like it. This completely covers my dark circles. I even don't need color corrector if you ask me. It's just, I'm speechless. I am so pleasantly surprised right now. And I am the concealer queen, because if I need to pick one makeup product to the rest of my life, this is probably gonna be concealer, and I'll be a happy woman. I prefer concealer. I can do all my face with concealer. I even don't need a foundation. If you pick the right concealer for you, I think you're going to understand me what I mean. It's definitely on the thicker and a little bit heavier side, but it's not, I don't feel it uncomfortable. I think people with mature skin are really gonna like this concealer, and not just with mature skin. I think every skin type is gonna like this concealer. I need to test this concealer and see how this will perform through the day because of my oily skin. I am a little bit picky about my complexion products just because of my oily skin. Not everything works for me, unfortunately. Okay, this is how the concealer looks after I blend it, and it looks stunning. I really like it. I like how full coverage it is. I love my concealer to be full coverage. For complexion, I like white, medium, sometimes full. For concealer, medium, full, for sure. I just like full coverage concealer because you can spread it down to light if you prefer, but light concealer, it cannot be built up to full. For this, I definitely prefer a full coverage concealers. And this looks stunning. You definitely need to apply much less than I applied. In my opinion, it's the smallest dot and it will cover everything. And from this what I can see at the moment in the mirror, I'm almost sure you don't need much powder. And I think even if you don't set it with powder, it's gonna have probably minimal creasing on your face. Just for the way how I feel the texture on my skin. Okay, I'm gonna set up my under eyes just to see how everything look after I set it with powder. And I'm gonna use my Huda Beauty in the shade Cherry Blossom. You know the drill, work it on the back of your hand if you want even spread and don't want patchy under eyes. To start from here, I'll work my way up. I like to set my lids as well, because even my lids are oily, my skin is oily. Here's how this side looks, set it with powder. Here's without the powder. I like the coverage, I like the finish, I like how it looks on my skin. Definitely have a semi-matte finish. And I really want to test it to see if this concealer really lasts on my skin for 24 hours. Of course, I'm not gonna wear it for 24 hours, but at least for a day, just to see the longevity of this concealer and how it performed through the day. But honestly, like, first impression looks really promising. Now when I see my face set it with powder, I start really liking the makeup skin tint. I think it's look flawless and the coverage, it's really nice. Honestly, I expecting to have much lower coverage than what I can see at the moment. Definitely need to set it with powder. I think for people like oily skin like me, you need to set this skin tint with powder. But I really like how complexion looks at the moment. Let's continue. Next, we're gonna continue with the bronzer. And I have the new Forever Nude bronzer from Dior. This packaging is just everything. This squishy leather, honestly, this is how luxurious makeup is supposed to look like. It's stunning. Got mine in the shade 4 Warm Matte. Still, the claims for this bronzer are that's supposed to give natural glow or matte finish. Depends which one you pick, because you can pick a glowier version or matte version. I picked the matte just because the glow one was sold out. And doesn't look like flat matte, definitely gives some luminosity from this what I can see from the pan. It's a long wearing and transfer proof, buildable. It's packed with skincare ingredients and it's come in 4 shades. Let's test it now. The thing is that have quite strong fragrance, even that smell like clean, like a skincare. That's what I can say. It smells like a skincare, but it's pretty strong. For this, if you don't like fragrances, probably need to skip this one. Let's see. I definitely have neutral undertone. It's not warm, which I'm so happy about it. It's not a flat matte bronzer. Give some luminosity to the skin and look really natural. Okay, this is how the bronzer looks like. I think it looks really natural. It still gives this sun-kissed look without being too orangey or too warm. And definitely look natural. The only concern which I have about this bronzer is the shade range. This is the second darkest shade, and this is going on my white complexion very well, which I'm not sure the deeper will be deep enough for a deep skin tones. That's the only thing. I think they definitely need to expand the shade range. They need at least a couple more. And next on the chopping board, we have YSL blush. Here it is. Blushes are coming in 2 finishes. Which one of them is more glittery, like a satin finish? The other one is coming like matte. I got mine in the satin finish. It's in the shade 44. Look stunning. I got the shade 44 just because of the liquid blush I have and I like, and I really wanted to pair them together. I'm gonna use this fluffy brush for Morphe and Ariel. This is my favorite and go-to brush to apply blushes recently. Just because you apply everything so effortlessly without being too much. Okay, this is stunning. I was a bit worried that the sparkle and the luminosity of these blushes is gonna be a bit too much. I'm probably gonna emphasize my enlarged pores in this area, but for at least in the mirror, in my mirror, this is what I can see is just a beautiful glow from within, and the color, perfection. And I'm so happy I picked this shade. I was waiting ages because shade 44 was being sold out like for forever, and I definitely think to pick few more shades. Maybe something from the matte. I really want to try the matte formula and see how this one gonna look on the skin. With these glowy blushes, you definitely don't need a highlighter. Honestly, this is like 2-in-1 with the highlighter. It just gives beautiful luminosity. I really like it. We have a good start today. I think I like most of the product I try so far, if I don't say all of them. I think my complexion looks stunning. I really like how it turns out today. Now let's go to the eyes. And I have, it's not that new product, but it's new for me. And I have the new NATASHA DENONA Mini Eye Sculpt palette. I'm gonna do something really simple. Okay, I'm gonna start with the thickest lightest shade. Okay, we basically set up the lid with this shade, which is like my skin tone. After that, we're gonna go in the middle shade. I'm gonna use the same brush, and I'm just gonna start here in the corner and bring it up, just because I have hooded eyes and I need to go up so you can see some color in there. NATASHA DENONA is definitely one of my favorite brands, especially for eyeshadows. I think the eyeshadows are just exceptionally good. No matter which one you pick, you're not gonna regret it. It's just, they have color story for everyone. The quality is impeccable. And I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna do the same. Go under. Stop halfway. For me, this is basically and I'm done. And this is basically I'm done. But just because I want to use all the shades in the palette, which are not that many, I'm gonna use the black and I'm gonna use this Anastasia Beverly Hills just to do like a small liner. My eyes are ready, as you can see. Just I want you to do something really quick and simple and use all the shades from the palette. Eyeliner I make with the black shade inside. Just add a little bit of mascara and that's it, and I'm ready to go. And I like it like that. I even can avoid washes. I think that is my simple soft look makeup. Now for the lips, I have the new Rhode Beauty Sculpting Lip Shape. I'm excited to try it, even that I heard a lot of controversy about this product. I picked only one because I wasn't sure if I'm gonna like it, and I've got mine in the shade Twist. This is how the bullets looks like. And this is supposed to give you just slight contour on your lips. And first, I like the shade. I think the shade is really nice. It's quite so nice. It's so creamy. I like how, if I can say, messy this product is, because you cannot be that precise like a lip liner, but looks nice that way. I actually like it. How the lip liner slash contour looks like. I like the color, but I don't want to do it on my lips just because I shaped it now, but I want to show you this. Like, this is the color. I'm not very precise, yeah, we know this. Let's leave it for a few seconds on my hand, and after that we're gonna check the longevity of this product and if it's drying out or not. I forgot that on the back you have this little silicone rubber thing, if I can say that. It's quite bendy, which basically you can shape it. You can shape and precise your lip contour, at least that's how it's advertised with. Honestly, I think that's pointless. I think for me, maybe you can use it just to clean up if you make a mistake or somewhere on your lips. Maybe it will be good just to clean this area a little bit, but still I don't see the point in this. Now I'm gonna add the lip balm, and because I'm using the Rhode lip contour, I'm gonna add the Rhode lip balm. I have mine in the shade Cocoa, I think. No, it's Espresso. My mistake is the shade Espresso. I like how shiny this lip gloss by Rhode are, but mine already get grainy and it's not feeling that comfortable on the lips. That's the only thing I don't like. Other than that, they look really shiny. When you don't have a grainy one, they feel nice and hydrating on the lips, but it's just the formula is so inconsistent. For this is like a pass for me. I definitely prefer much more like a Ole Henriksen or Summer Friday. I think that at least the consistency there, it's much more reliable than this one. I had this just for a little bit on my hand, and like you can see, they didn't set down, and for this, for sure, this is not gonna be a long-lasting product. It's more like a lipstick, if you ask me. The consistency shaped in the form of contour lip liner swatch, if I can say that. I like it. I think this is for the clean girls which are on the go or something like that. But if you want your lipstick to last, I don't think this is the product for you. This, I need to see how long this will last on my lips, but I don't think this will be like for longevity. It's just, sadly, that's probably gonna be no for me. I like my lip liner, lipstick, lip product like general to last through the day or at least couple of hours. I don't see this happening with this product. It's just, okay, this is my final look. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like it. I definitely did. And I have a lot of thoughts on all the products I used today. I just gonna give you a quick roundup before we finish. Okay, we're gonna start with the skin tint. I actually like it. I like it when it's set with powder. I don't think I'm gonna use it without powder just because it's quite dewy and sticky, and in my oily skin it's definitely a no. I need to use powder, but other than that, I think my complexion looks really good at the moment. I really like it. I'm gonna keep tasting it and update you, but as first impression, I actually enjoyed it and I like it, but with powder on top. And next one. Next, the Westman Atelier bronzing drops. I really like this product. I think it's fantastic. I really appreciate how neutral the undertone of these bronzing drops they are, how easy it is to apply. I like that they dry down completely and they don't leave sticky residue after application. I think this is really beautiful, versatile product which gonna be liked by a lot of people. In my opinion, this is probably my favorite product from all the stuff I used today. I really like it. Concealer, this is probably in the same place like Westman Atelier. It's fantastic. It's creamy. It has like a moussey consistency, quite thick one. Do not feel heavy under my eyes. The coverage is phenomenal. I really like this full coverage which this concealer provides. I just need to see the longevity. They say 24 hours. I definitely need to test it and see how this gonna look for a full day of wear. But as first impression, this fantastic. I think this is gonna be a top on concealer for me from now on. Next one, the Dior bronzer. My opinion, I like it. I like how natural it looks. I like the shade of this one specifically. I like the slight luminosity, even that is say that this is a matte bronzer. Like I said, it's not flat matte. It gives some luminosity, look natural, and I like it. The blush, fantastic, phenomenal, especially this shade in 44, to die for. Honestly, so beautiful. Like I said, I was a bit worried that may emphasize my large pores in this area, but look fantastic. Look, just I even don't have the words to describe it, but it gives this healthy glow on my cheeks, and the color, it's so beautiful. I definitely need to revisit this brand and pick a few more shades because it's so good, and I really want to try the matte ones. The eyeshadow from NATASHA DENONA is definitely a yes for me. I like how compact it is for travel. I like that you have everything what you need for a soft glam look, and it's just fantastic launch from NATASHA DENONA. If you're on the hunt for a matte eyeshadow palette, this is definitely a perfect for beginner because you have everything that you need in this eyeshadow palette. It's not gonna overwhelm you with too much shade. It's a beautiful one, and the quality impeccable as always. Rhode lip contour, it's unfortunately it's no for me. I like the shade, I like how easy to apply, but I don't like that doesn't set down. It's literally like a lipstick in the shape of a bullet which can contour your lips. If you want, I can give you much better option than this one. Let me know if you want to see the other options, which I will recommend of buying instead of this one. I think the idea, like general, it's brilliant, like a lip contour, but they should have done this for a bit long lasting form, maybe matte as well. I think matte will be looking much better than this shiny one. It's not a product which I'm gonna run and buy, and it's not a product which I'm gonna use on a daily basis. I think that's all we use today. I really like how my makeup turns out. I like most of the product, like I say. I hope you enjoyed the video and see you next time. Bye!